Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We're headed into the second week of the Haunting of Verdansk here in Modern Warfare and Warzone, and we're also 1 week closer to the launch of Cold War, which really is coming up here pretty soon. And as always, because it is a brand new week, that means we've got some new intel on some of the changes coming to Modern Warfare and Warzone, and over the weekend, we also got a brand new update to the game as well, plus some pretty interesting information on Cold War when it comes to a brand new piece of exclusive content and even a small sneak peek at some of the camos in the game too. So as we go over everything today, if you guys enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, we are now less than 7,000 subs away from 600k, so if you want to stay on top of the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, and pretty much everything else going on, feel free to subscribe and maybe even turn on those post notifications. Also, a quick little announcement, I did just post the first video in what seems like forever over on my second channel. It is called Who's Immortal 2, I know, incredibly creative name there. Honestly, not sure how much I'm going to post over there, but if you want some more hey hi how you doings in your life, that link is going to be down below if you want to go and subscribe there. Anyways, first and foremost, I do want to go over the smaller playlist update that went live for Modern Warfare and Warzone over the weekend. Here, Infinity Ward ended up tweeting out saying, today's playlist update is now live across all platforms. And this disables the pumpkin heads due to a bug. It disables the helicopters in the night version of Verdansk. In Warzone, it added in Battle Royale Solo Survivor, which is basically just solos on the haunted Verdansk map, alongside Juggernaut Royale, which is basically just Juggernaut Royale, but it's punny, then it's also at night too. Then in Plunder, we got Candy Collector, which says there's candy, but I've yet to actually see any candy, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of confused on that one. But then also in multiplayer, this update ended up adding in the brand new Season 6 gunfight tournament, and this is probably gonna be live for a little while now, maybe even till the end of Season 6. This features 4 new rewards and plenty of bonus XP as well if you end up winning the entire tournament. The first 3 rewards really aren't anything too special, just some emblems and then also a calling card. Then the major prize this time around is going to be the finish line variant for the Holger 26. And this is honestly a pretty similar setup to that of the G36 that we can make in the game. This one comes with the Spitfire barrel, the hollow sight, the 30-round mags, and then finally the stipple grip tape. And honestly, not the craziest setup in the world, right? I've also seen worse though, so I can't really complain there. Now, as far as those modes go outside of the tournament, we really have no idea whatsoever how long those are actually going to be around. We may see some of them stay through the week. We may see others replaced because, of course, we are going to see a new playlist update go live this week, and we've already got some info on this as well. The strange one here is going to be that of Nighttime Plunder, which is on the Haunting of Verdansk roadmap because, obviously, we kind of already have that. We initially had it with the regular Blood Money playlist last week, and then Candy Collector is also nighttime, so I don't really expect too much there if I'm being honest. Then in multiplayer, we know we're going to see the Team Deathmatch Snipers Only mode, and as we've said countless times at this point, this one is pretty basic. Imagine like the week that the R700 dropped, how those lobbies were. That's pretty much how this is going to be now, but it's official. You can only use snipers, whether that be the R700, the car, the AX50. I think even the SKS and the EBR are technically included in there too. Then obviously it is Team Deathmatch overall, so pretty basic stuff there when it comes down to it. Then we also know we're going to see a double XP weekend go live starting in week 2, so I assume that's probably going to be kicking off on Friday around 10 a.m. Pacific time or so, and lasting until Monday around the same time. So if you want to ensure you hit rank 155 before Cold War drops, be sure to jump on and grind out some games this weekend. On top of that, we should see a new shop refresh go live as well, but as always, Infinity Ward doesn't really preview a ton of shop items, unless of course there's a whole This Week in Call of Duty blog post, which there was not this week, so we don't really know what's coming there. However, going off of the Haunting of Verdansk trailer that we got back at the start of the event, we could potentially see the Ghost Reaper bundle, or maybe even the Mace Dia de los Muertos bundle, as both of those were actually previewed in that. But of course, we're going to have to wait and see for those, and you guys already know, we'll be going over all the changes in this week's update once it is actually live. Okay, so post-edit Zach here. Hey, hi, how you doing once more? Today, we actually got a surprise update as I was recording this regarding Pawn Takes Pawn. This sort of came out of the blue. As you may remember, a while back, some creators actually got sent those older projectors during the initial reveal of the game on Pawn Takes Pawn. And today, some of those creators ended up getting some brand new slides, and you guys can see some of those on the screen right now via Charlie Intel. And these are representing some different letters in the alphabet. And alongside these slides was a sticky note that read, pawntakespawn.com/lightson. And when you go ahead and visit that URL, it simply says stay tuned. And so if I had to guess, this is probably going to have some kind of tie-in to Warzone for Cold War maybe, just going off the fact that that is the only mode that has not been teased from Pawn Takes Pawn so far. So we're definitely going to have to keep an eye on this in the coming days. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, over the weekend, we also got some pretty interesting news regarding Cold War, including a brand new piece of exclusive content, which, I mean, if you're not on PlayStation 4, or I guess PlayStation 5 in the future, it's definitely a bummer. It's not like it's the most important thing in the world, but I would say it always sucks when content is literally locked away from a player base, let alone 2 out of the 3 platforms for the game. But yeah, we actually got the announcement of Zombies Onslaught, which is going to be a brand new take on zombies where it's a 2-player co-op mode that actually takes place on the multiplayer maps. So in all honesty, this is actually pretty similar to Survival, which of course we had in Modern Warfare, but it's with zombies, so they may try and tie that into the storyline there somewhere. We're going to have to wait and see for that, but the Onslaught mode is exclusive to PlayStation until November 1st of 2021. So literally a whole year of exclusivity for this, just like Survival, which I won't lie, it's definitely disappointing that exclusivity is still a thing, but at the same time, it's basically free money for Activision, so I get why it's a thing. That doesn't change my stance on the matter, however. Then, in some more exciting news, we actually got our very first look at some of the Cold War camos, and no, it's not too much to do with the actual camo progression system or anything like that. Truly, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't really find out anything there until launch, but Treyarch did reveal the Confrontations Weapon Pack, which is actually the pre-order bonus if you pre-order the game digitally at any point from now until launch. And this pack includes some brand new blueprints for the M16 and the AK-47, and as you guys can see here, these camos are pretty spicy if I do say so myself. Personally, I am all about the vibrant, colorful camos. Yeah, realism is cool, but really only to a certain extent, right? I've always loved the more flashy and cool camos, going all the way back to really like Black Ops 2 with the Bacon camo and Cyborg and all of those. Then of course we saw Dark Matter and Black Sky and Solar and Royalty and plenty of other cool ones along the way. And now we've got our first look at some of the Cold War blueprints or camos, and these look really, really good in my own opinion. I like that they stand out. They're not like the standard digital or Skulls camos, which to be fair, I'm sure we're going to have plenty of those on the road to whatever the max camo is, Dark Matter, Damascus, whatever it may be. But for the first peek at these here, I am definitely excited to see what else comes of the camos as we get into this year for Cold War. You know, as we talked about a bit ago, apparently there are a ton of camos in the files already that data miners were able to see references to because of the beta, which to me is great news when it comes to weapon customization. But by all means, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Are y'all on board with the more out there camos that are maybe a bit more flashy and a bit less realistic? Or do you prefer Modern Warfare's realism approach? I'm definitely curious to see what you guys have to say there. But yeah, there you have it. That is effectively what we now know about this upcoming week for Modern Warfare and Warzone, and some new info on what to expect in Cold War as well. And that is going to wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here, we are working towards 600k subs before Cold War drops. So if you want to help us reach that goal, if you want to stay on top of the latest Call of Duty news, intel updates, and basically everything else in between, feel free to hit that sub button. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As always, if you want to check out any of my partners, be sure to use code IMMORTAL for a spicy discount on all Scuff, G Fuel, and Control Freak products. All of those links can be found down in the description below. And once again, thanks so much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.